Well, surprise, surprise, a new Mortal Kombat game's been released. It's been banned in Australia and over the rest of the world. Fearmongers everywhere have crawled out of their caves to go on TV and yammer about how violent video games ruin children, destroy families, and club baby seals to death. You know, I'd love to have a reasoned discussion about violent video games, but it doesn't seem to be that. It always just seems to be two silver-haired old zealots who have never picked up a controller in their life, bitching about the decline of modern society. I think there's a fundamental problem with old people in video games, and that old people don't trust video games because they never grew up with them. If old people had their way, we would have to play the games that they played as children, like hopscotch and pick-up sticks and coal mining, but that's a shit game. Old people love to say, in the olden days we used to make our own fun. That's right, you did make your own fun. But you also made World War II, thalidomide and asbestos. So maybe we should just keep quiet about the cool things you guys made. I mean, if the olden days are so good, why don't you go back there? Oh no, you can't, because you spent too long inventing racism and not enough time inventing time travel. I mean, even if you could go back to the old days, would you? Remember the good old days, when domestic violence was an Olympic sport and DDT was a salad dressing? Tasty. You know, I actually don't think the problem is age. I think the problem is the people that complain about violent video games have never played them. I mean, you can't have a reasoned discussion about violent games with someone who can't pull off a fatality. Because they'll say, look, there's no justification for this kind of glorification of violence. But have you seen Johnny Cage? That guy is a weapons grade hard and deserves to have his arms ripped off. Like many people, I've been playing Mortal Kombat since 1992, and I'm yet to murder an actual person. In fact, the only time I get angry is when people who have never played games try to tell me how bad they are. So let's make a little deal. You guys let me decide what games I want to play as an adult, and I'll let you decide what kind of hip replacement you want to have when you fall off your high horse. Giddy up!